Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation, winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
Hello, Imperial County. This is Sheriff Fred Miramontes. And on behalf of the Imperial County Sheriff's staff, we want to thank all our students who are returning back to school this fall. Secondly, those teams are preparing for a competitive year, so the best of luck to our football teams, and may the best team win.
I'm Under Sheriff Bobby Benavides. As a reminder, don't drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs, because your safety and your community's safety is paramount to us and our mission. Stay safe, stay sober, and have a good year.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
My name is Jake Callahan, explorer, adventurer, seasonal allergy survivor. I once trusted the internet. When the internet failed to cure my endless sneezing, I did what any rational man would do. I crossed the deserts to find my cure. Aha! Just in time.
You must be Jake. 3 o'clock? Follow me.
And that is where my journey ended. Inner care.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Oh my gosh, our sign is down, but our commitment to you is stronger than ever. That's why we're bringing the prices down too. Get $1,500 off a brand new HVAC system with financing and an APR as low as 0%. Everything's included. Refrigerant disposal, electrical work, and we even install the same day too. Because nobody in the Imperial Valley should wait for AC when it's over 100 degrees. We serve the Imperial Valley for over 30 years with over 850 happy reviews. Ready to stay cool? Call us today for your free estimate.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a 4th-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly, With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at El Centro Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
From the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, this is exciting Imperial Valley football on VSNSports.net, the Valley Sports Network, and your source for Imperial Valley sports. For John Moreno, and Ruben Castro, this is Vic Carrillo here at beautiful Willis Ward Field on a sultry August evening here as the second preseason game will get underway at 7 p.m. tonight. But before we give you the starting lineups, let's hear from Ruben Castro on the analysis for tonight's ball game.
Well, Vic, tonight's going to be what I believe to be a short game because both teams are coming out with a running game. You know, Southwest is running this I formation, and they're running it pretty well, and Calexico is going to be in their wing T offense, buck belly counter all night long.
Well, they had Adegi rush for 151 yards, Adrian Adegi for Southwest in their 7-0 win, and he scored the game-winning touchdown against the San Isidro last week. Calexico started out to an early 13-7 lead over the Palo Verde Jackets last week, and then they ended up losing 40-20. But without any further ado, let's welcome the voice of choice, the real deal, your friend and mine, Johnny Mo, John Moreno Brown.
Vic, you forgot the master blaster and the boss with the sauce.
And the king of mean.
And the dean of mean. Anyway, well, we're just about to get started, folks, and I think they've got the national anthem on by the band. We'll wait. But last week, we did La Costa Canyon at Central, and that was a 35-0 win for La Costa Canyon. We also had Palm Desert at Brawley, and that was a Palm Desert victory of 24-16. Palo Verde was here last week against Calexico, and they brought home a victory, a 40-20 score over Calexico. Hauteville beat Ramona, and Ramona 17-15. That was a close game. Imperial over Mission Bay, 25-14. Southwest over San Isidro, 7-0. And Vincent Memorial, 41-6 over Temecula Prep. And all the visiting teams in the Valley were victorious last week. And this week we got Brawley at Rancho Bernardo. Rancho Bernardo, a 13 seed, so that's going to be a tough one for Brawley. Southwest here at Calexico, we're coming to you live on VSN. Central at Palm Desert. St. Pius, the 10th out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, is at Hopeville, and that's an interesting matchup. Hopeville 34th in the rankings. Helix at Imperial. Helix a 19 seed, and that I think that will be broadcast by Will Torres and Ron Rubio, VSN. And we'll rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Little handoff. He's going to turn it out to the right side. He is going to get there for the touchdown. Lopez takes it into a touchdown. Calexico.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Willis Ward Field here and VSN as the visiting Southwest Eagles taking on the hosting Calexico Bulldogs. Southwest comes in with a 1-0 one-loss record, winning their first game of the season for 2026, traveling to San Isidro in the South Bay area of San Diego County and coming back with a 7-0 victory. Calexico entertained the visiting Palo Verde Yellow Jackets, grieving from the loss of head coach Wally Grant, who passed away a week ago Saturday and from cancer. And as a result, they pulled out a highly inspired 40-20 victory. We welcome back the real deal, that master blaster, John Moreno.
Thank you, Vic, and we'd like to welcome also Ruben Castro from our Coach's Corner, who's with us tonight, and a hot, humid evening here on the beautiful field of Willis Ward Field here at Calexico High School. And these two teams have had a storied rivalry since the inception of Southwest.
When did they establish themselves, in 96?
I think it was 95, 96, somewhere about that time. It was our first or second year on the radio, way back in the day when radios were pretty popular. Now it's, live stream and YouTube. And we're looking forward to a close game tonight. Like Ruben said, it's going to be a battle.
Well, tonight's referees representing the Imperial Valley Football Referees Association are Jesse Jackson. He's the referee wearing the white hat. He goes by the nickname of J.J. Jackson, an outstanding basketball player, an All-American at Imperial Valley College, then later went on to play at the University of Alaska at Anchorage. He'll be joined by umpire Gabriel Castro The head linesman is Jose Salazar. The line judge is Hector Tarango. And the back judge is Randy Ross. The captains for tonight's game for Calexico, number 7, Dominic Flores. Number 9, Ivan Hurtado. Number 44, Andres Sanchez. And number 23, Hansel Torres. I see number 57 out there. That's Andres Sanchez. We have him down as 44. My mistake. Correction. For Southwest, we have Leonardo Valenzuela, number 2. Adrian Haregui, number 3. Ryan Fakey, number 12. And number 52 is Vicente Valenzuela. So, John, everybody seems fired up for tonight's game.
What was that change that you made on Sanchez?
His number is 57, according to the roster.
Okay.
But according to what was provided by the head coach, it was 44.
So it's 44.
We're going to go with 44.
Okay.
I think Andre's number 57, right, John?
I have.
He's here on Max Prep as number
Andre
57.
Sanchez, yeah.
Andre
And there's an
Sanchez, yeah.
Alexander Sanchez.
At 44.
At 44.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
This week, we're going to get the names right.
You got it.
Thank you. And
the midnight hour and oil was burning on Sunday night, John, as we were reaching out to the coaching staffs of both schools to get those as early as Tuesday.
For the Calexico Marching Band.
So what do you see out there, John?
well, I haven't seen these two teams, but they're coming up. One's coming off a win and one's coming off a loss. Calexico, however, scored 20 points against Palo Verde, and Palo Verde moved up in the rankings, which is good to note. Calexico went down, but Palo Verde is at 43. The highest ranking is still Central at 31, but they also went down some notches too.
Well, you know, La Costa Canyon that defeated Central last week, 35-0, scoring all 35 points in the first half. According to the San Diego Union, they dropped in the rankings to number 6. But what do you have them at?
But no, that's the poll. But I have them for Max Preps as the number 2 this week.
Well, they were still a powerhouse, and they looked like a college team there on the sidelines as well as on the field, right, Ruben?
Well, they were huge, and they had a huge number of players also, 84 on the sideline.
84 players. And Calexico is kicking off. Kicking off for the Bulldogs is Diego Ruiz. And Southwest coming onto the field. And back to receive is number 1.
Albert Padilla.
And number 2.
Leonardo Valenzuela.
So Diego Ruiz, a junior, kicking off for Calexico High School. And they're getting set for the second game of the 2026 season here in Calexico. It's a pooch kick. And it bounces off. Number 1, Albert Padilla. Calexico recovers.
And that was number 50.
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Turnover recovered by the Bulldogs.
By number 51, yeah.
Was it 51 or 50 for Calexico?
Number 51, Alejandro Rioseco recovered the ball. He's the one holding it last.
Okay, good.
Well, the one celebrating is number 50 on the sideline.
Well,
so
the whole sideline should be celebrating.
Number 50.
So Ivan Hurtado is a junior quarterback, number 9. And Calexico with a 1st and 10.
So offensively, they'll go with Ivan Hurtado at quarterback. Rioseco's the center. He's joined by Jesus Arellano and Christian Rivera on the left side. Pedro Ortiz and Andre Sanchez on the right side of the line of scrimmage. We'll give you the backs after this play.
At the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. The handoff to Dominic Flores going to the left side. And runs into trouble.
Brought down immediately by number 21, Jorge Gonzalez.
Penalty flags on the field.
A linebacker, only a sophomore. Defensively, the Southwest Eagles go with number 1, strong safety Albert Padilla. Number 2, free safety Leo Valenzuela. Number 3, linebacker Adrian Jauregui. Number 9, cornerback Marcel Banuelos. Number 11, quarterback Isaac Ayon. Number 21, Jorge Gonzalez at linebacker. The other linebackers, 27, Ignacio Perez. The defensive line, you have number 52, Vicente Velasquez. Number 53, Jaden Real. 56, David Calderon. And 74, Jesus Diaz.
A penalty goes against Calexico, illegal block. And they're going to spot the ball inside the 45.
Well, it looks like Southwest is coming out in their even defense, John. Looks like they're in the 40. You know, after watching them on film all week long, their defensive backs can fly, and they're great tacklers. Great tacklers.
1st and 20 for Calexico. They got to make it up. Ivan Hurtado. And Jose Fernandez takes the give. Picks up around 3.
Jose Fernandez, who's been nursing some nagging injuries, getting the call on the second play of their offensive series.
Second and long.
Stopped by number 3.
That's Adrian Jauregui, the linebacker.
2nd and 17 for Calexico. The ball at the 42. We're stopping the play. Okay, we're back in business.
Several position changes, John, from last week to this week for the Southwest Eagles.
Hand off. On a
Number
sweep
5.
to the left. That's Andre Uribe. And nope, nothing there as the Eagle defense was quick on the spot to bring him down.
Well, you know, they threw a shutout against San Isidro last week. They were led in tackles by number 53, Jaden Real. He had 10 tackles, and Vicente Valenzuela was close behind with 9.
So 3rd and long for Calexico. Third and 21. Flores in motion.
Flag on the play.
Somebody move there.
False start against Calexico. The center.
Wow.
So a 5-yard penalty. Bring up a 3rd and 26. The ball placed just shy of midfield.
3rd and 26 for the Bulldogs.
Well, Ruben, the Bulldogs passed 14 times last week, completing 9, but their scores came on the ground. So,
well, you know, Coach Solano, he wants to run the ball first. You know, it's like this 3rd and long. I don't expect him to try to throw a long bomb and get a first and get 25, 30 yards on this play. I think he's going to be conservative, and he's going to try to run it and pick up whatever he can and punt it away if he had to.
Well, there he goes. He's going in the air. Ivan Hurtado over the middle. Looks like he was intending number 15.
Diego Reese off his hands. Luckily, it wasn't picked off, but that brings up a 4th and 26. Ruben.
And he was wide open.
Well,
wide open, but it still
him.
wouldn't have got him a first down. That would have still been 4th and about 12 to go.
Oh, we saw what Ivan, he throws a pretty good ball.
He throws a very good ball, Ivan. He throws a very good ball. Receivers just got to snag that ball. You know, I always said if the ball hits you in the hands, they should be caught.
Yep. Juan Sassueta punting for Calexico. And number 2, deep to receive, Valenzuela for Southwest.
Leonardo Valenzuela. I was going to say that cool breeze is starting to feel good, but it's the air conditioning behind us.
It's that oscillating fan.
I thought it was the open window.
Sound effects, that's what they call them.
Zazueta gets it off, end over end, takes a Bulldog bounce. And Valenzuela downed it inside the 5.
I can't understand why punt returners stand around the ball, because if they're not going to pick it up and run with it, get out of the way.
It's you know what was amazing there? He's telling everybody else to get away, but he went to the ball. You know?
The ball can carry him off his leg or whatever.
It becomes live.
Yeah, and the punting team would have excellent feel.
And there's coaches that actually coach, you know, push him into the ball. He's live, you know, bump him into the ball.
And Ryan Fakey, the
Fakey's his last name,
number 12.
Pronunciation. He attempted 1 pass, 4 passes last week, completed 1. So they relied on the running of Adrian Haragi, who rushed for 151 yards on 25 carries with 1 TD to his credit.
And there goes number 3.
That's Haragi.
Haragi brought down around the 10-yard line. A good gain for Southwest.
That was a good game. They had a huge hole right there. The linebacker did a good job of picking up the fullback, but he cut outside. There was nobody there to contain him.
Yeah, offensively, Southwest goes with number 58, Brian Medina at center. The left guard is number 64, Caleb Garcia, a senior. Left tackle is number 77, Nico Moreno. Right guard is Jaden Real, 53. And number 52, the right tackle, Vicente Velasquez.
Ryan Fakey on a 2nd and 3. Jauregui again. And looked like he picks up a first down and brought down by number 24.
Hector Lorea. Hector Flores Lorea.
Loera.
Lorea or Loera?
Loera.
It says Lorea here.
Yeah, well, that's your printout. That's okay, Vic.
It's Hector Loera.
Loera. So it's a first down for the Eagles at the 14-yard line. 8:13 and counting in the first quarter. Fakey under center out of the I formation. Twins left. Jauregui goes to the right. Gains about 3.
Brought down by number 23, Hansel Torres.
With the run once more for the Eagles.
So it'll be a 2nd and 5, ball at the 20 for Southwest.
Defensively, the Bulldogs go with Bruno Carrillo, Marco Lopez, Arturo Sandoval, Diego Ruiz, Adrian Rosas, Hansel Torres, who just made that tackle, Hector Loera, number 44, Alexander Sanchez, who led the Bulldogs in tackles last week with 12, Alexander Herrera, number 74, Christian Rivera, and Iram Flores.
So 2nd and 5 for Southwest. And they'll stop the play.
Flag on the play.
False start.
So, Ruben, how common is it to see penalty flags in the first couple of games of the preseason, particularly on offsides or delay of games? Or
well, you work all week to eliminate those, you know, but in the first couple of weeks, you're bound to see your share of penalties. It's just the way Calexico started today. It's just unheard of. I mean, out of 5 plays, 4 went wrong.
Ryan Fakey dropping back. And the intended receiver is number 2, Leonardo Valenzuela.
He was open, being covered by 2 Bulldog defenders.
He was defended by number 15, Diego Ruiz, which did a good job of keeping his body between the quarterback and the receiver, because the ball ended up hitting him on the numbers.
And Marcos Lopez, too, as well. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for Southwest.
Calexico. Let's make some noise for the defense.
Southwest, Ryan Fucky under center, rolling out, bootlegging it. He will keep the football, and looks like he picks up 5, bringing it to a
That was Bruno.
4th and 5.
Bruno Carrillo, number 3, the strong safety, knocking him out of bounds with a hard hit. So it'll be a 4th down and about 4 yards for a first down.
Back to receive for Calexico, Arturo Sandoval and Leonardo Valenzuela punting for the Eagles.
So the center, Medina, will be snapping from the Eagle 21-yard line.
Sandoval fields it at the 40. Turns it up the field and is stopped at his own 45.
And he's brought down by number 3, Adrian Haregi.
Number 13.
Hey, was there a premature whistle on that? Did you hear that?
I heard that, yeah.
But it could have been somebody sitting in the stands. Or a cheerleader ready to bark out a new cheer.
Or the band instructor getting the band going.
So Calexico with their second series of play.
Lucio, how are you?
6.5.
Or the hot dog vendor. It's section 17. So, John, what do you think of these all garnet uniforms with white trim?
They look sharp.
There's just one thing that's missing. The garnet helmet.
I like the white helmet. Little draw play there, Ruben, number 13, the ball carrier. That is Arturo Sandoval.
Yeah, they call that the bug play. What they do is they pull both guards, and one kicks out on the D end, the other one wraps around and hits the linebacker.
Second down.
Sorry, 33, Emiliano Silva.
Offensively, Calexico goes with Rio Seco at center, Ariano and Rivera on the left side, Pablo Ortiz and Andre Sanchez are the right guard and tackle, respectively.
Silva back in there, and I think Fernandez is sitting out. Silva with the handoff. A gain of 2.
Emiliano Silva, only a sophomore.
He was tackled by number 21, Jorge Gonzalez for Southwest. Hard hitter. That's the second time he comes up and smacks him there.
5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. No score, and a 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Last week in the 40-20 loss, Silva had 12 carries for 48 yards, averaging 4 yards a carry.
Ivan Hurtado will keep the football, running option there.
He's still going.
He's still going. Nobody's got him.
The
10. He faked everybody. Is that a touchdown?
That's a touchdown. Yeah, he faked out the refs, everybody.
Wow.
You keep running till the whistle's blown.
Exactly, and where's everybody? So Ivan Hurtado from the 49 with a keeper on an option play, took it to the far sideline for a touchdown.
Well, Silva carried out the fake because 4 guys tackled him on the right side, and that opened up the running lane for him.
Victor, the importance of a good fake. A good fake will always take away 2 blocks or 2 tacklers, always and always. And we always stress that as coaches. You know, you got to follow through with your fake, whether it's the quarterback or the running back or a receiver. You follow through with your fake because it takes away tacklers.
Well, the referees are conferring down there.
Did one of them blow the whistle, the play dead?
I didn't hear a whistle.
Well, Hurtado faked out the refs too.
Do we have instant replay?
Well, somebody's got to make a decision here.
What was that program, John? You make the call.
What happened?
Well, it looks like it's coming back, John.
What happened?
So what causes something like that, Vic? What causes a defense to stop? What do you think? I say it's the misdirection. The fact that he went in one direction, that's something that he had been selling for 2 plays in a row, pulled the ball out and went back the other way.
Right, and Silva carried out the fake so well that he had 4 guys tackling him that, and when he went down, they assumed the play was dead.
Everybody stopped.
But then they found out that he didn't have the ball, and running up the far sideline was Hurtado, the quarterback.
Well, they didn't give him the touchdown.
I have a feeling one of the refs blew the whistle. He went with the fake also.
Controversy with 4:58 remaining here in the first quarter. Every point counts.
Yeah.
So we're back with a 3rd and 4.
But I'll tell you what, that also opens up the offense a little bit.
Adding insult to injury.
It's going to open up the offense a little bit because they're not going to be flying to the ball the way they had been this first quarter. They're going to stop and think about it now. They're going to think, and once you think on defense, you're in trouble.
You need to react. Silva with a handoff. Not quite enough for the first down. A gain of 3.
And to make the stop for Southwest, number 74, Jesus Diaz, a senior.
So 4th and very short.
Jose Fernandez.
Oh, they get the first down. Calexico gets the first down.
Fernandez in for Silva.
First down for the Bulldogs.
And I just realized Silva's a sophomore.
First and 10, Calexico. Ivan Hurtado. Jose Fernandez back in there.
Brought down immediately.
Nothing there.
Barely getting back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
I think he has a slight injury and is kind of hesitant.
2nd and 10.
Tackled by number 3, Adrian Hodege for Southwest. So he runs the ball and he tackles.
Right, he was the 2nd leading tackler in last Friday's game against San Isidro. That the Southwest defense threw a shutout 7-0.
2nd and 10 for Calexico. Leo Longino split out here to the near side.
Wearing jersey number 1.
Dominic Flores in motion. Hurtado going to the air. Pass is caught there
Longino,
in the right flat.
And Longino, he gets that first down, it looks like.
Gets a first down. Leo Longino plays basketball, Vic.
It's his first year playing football there, John.
Yeah, well, he's been playing basketball for quite some time.
Senior.
So 1st and 10 for Calexico. They'll spot it at the 35. So Hurtado throws a nice little short pass there.
Well, he split the seams there, and Longino ran right to the open spot.
You got trips to the left side. Jesus Fernandez in the game. Hurtado out of the shotgun. And Fernandez with a handoff. He'll pick up 5 late in here in the first quarter. 2 minutes and remaining.
Tackled by number 1, Albert Padilla for Southwest.
So
Jose Fernandez with the carry for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 5.
It's
ball at the 30-yard line.
So with 1:50 remaining in the first quarter, no score in the ball game as of yet. But Calexico's offense seems to be coming alive with a little bit of consistency here in the closing 2 minutes of the first quarter.
Fernandez with a gain of 4.
Jose Hernandez with the carry.
So Calexico is just pounding and grounding.
He was tackled by number 74, Jesus Diaz for Southwest.
Number 53, Jaden Rial, along with number 21, Jorge Gonzalez.
1:10 to go in the half.
3rd and short. And under center, Hurtado, 44, will get the handoff. 44 is Sanchez, Andre Sanchez. He gets a first down. They'll move the chains, and they'll spot it around the 20.
And the tackle was by inside linebacker number 3, Adrian Haregui.
So this is the best field position Calexico has seen tonight. Under 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hurtado and Sanchez in the backfield. Fake the dive. Hurtado going to the air. I think he put a knee down.
Yep.
Did he?
He put a knee down.
So that's where they'll stop it. Inadvertently.
Yeah.
Well, the scoreboard seems to be not on all cylinders as the ball's been on the 20 for quite some time.
And that's the end of the first quarter with no score in the ball game. A cleaner future starts with CR&R Environmental Services through innovative and technology and sustainable solutions. CR&R helps conserve resources, protect our environment, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Together, we're building a cleaner, greener future. CR&R. Traveling to Mexico, make sure you're covered with State Farm Insurance extending up to 50 miles into Mexico. Drive with confidence with Marianne Valenzuela Fenley. State Farm Insurance, you're covered when you cross the border. By Burgers and Beer, craving the perfect combo, come to Burgers and Beer and watch all the games. I particularly enjoy the bacon cheeseburger, but you can have whatever you want. That's Burgers and Beer. Ivy Welding, need welding pipe and structural steel fabrication or a lift? Ivy Welding and Mechanical has you covered with crane service available for the big jobs. And they're proud supporters of high school football. Ivy Welding and Mechanical, building our community on the field and on the job. By El Centro Motors, looking for your next vehicle? El Centro Motors has the latest Ford models, plus quality used trucks, cars, and SUVs. Check out the Explorer, the Bronco, the Maverick. El Centro Motors, your hometown Ford dealer. From game plans to building plans, Sanders Inc. Architecture and Engineering is helping shape the Imperial Valley and proudly supports all our Valley High School football teams. Sanders Inc. Architecture and Engineering, building our community and cheering on our champions on and off the field. And by Arctic Air, when comfort matters, customers come first at Arctic Air. Conditioning and heating. For 30 years, our expert HVAC technicians have kept El Centro and the Imperial Valley comfortable. Call Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating for all your heating and cooling needs. 352-8855. And by Calexico Wellness. At the Calexico Wellness Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're a non-profit clinic bringing trusted health care directly to your neighborhood. Compassionate care right when you need it. Call 270-9126, Calexico Wellness. So Calexico with a 2nd and 10 going north as they're going right to left. Andre Sanchez and Ivan Hurtado in the backfield for the Bulldogs. The ball at the 22. And a couple of fakes there. Dominic Flores with the handoff. Fumbles the football, recovered by number 9 for
Marcelo Banuelos.
Southwest with the fumble recovery, number 9.
Banuelos, a junior, happened to be in the right spot there.
And what did he say? Look what I found.
I'll tell you what, now that Southwest defense, they hit hard. They hit hard and they bring it down hard.
Well, this is the second year under the direction of Bo Seibel, and it's starting to show.
Well, defensive coordinator is Frank Thomas on the other side. He used to coach here in Calexico way back in the Tyree years.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their 14. As we start the second quarter of play, Calexico with a turnover.
Ryan Fakey at the quarterback spot.
A quick pitch, a quick pass, and pass is caught there by number 2, Leonardo Valenzuela. A gain of 2.
That was good reaction by the outside linebacker. They were trying to take advantage of the depth of that cornerback. It's back about 7.5 yards. So that's why they threw the bubble, but nobody picked up that outside linebacker.
Brian Medina at center, Caleb Garcia at guard, along with Jaden Real at right guard. The tackles are Nico Moreno and Vicente Velasquez. Ryan Fakey at quarterback, joined in the backfield with Adrian Hautegui.
And under center, Ryan Fakey.
And Ignacio Perez, the fullback.
And Hautegui with the handoff. He'll cross the 20 to the 21, a pickup of 4.
So, Ruben, Southwest seems to be running the old school I formation. Tell our viewing audience about the I and what are the advantages of running the I.
Well, the advantage of running the I is that you have its power. You double team the linemen and you bring the fullback through one of the holes where you take up that linebacker that comes up to smack him. It's up to the outside linebackers to come from their position to clean up that tailback that's picking up the 3, 4, 5 yards.
3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
And which linemen have the blocking responsibility on those outside linebackers?
Hautegui with a handoff. And not quite there for the first down. He gains 2. And brought down by number 50 for the 56 for Calexico.
That's a good question, Vic. You know, when you're double teaming a guy,
Luis Castro.
When you're double teaming a guy and you have that lineman double teamed, and once you get him turned around in a certain direction, then one of the double team could scoot off and pick up a linebacker as the other guy continues the block on the lineman.
It depends on whether he's running on the right side of the line or left side.
Exactly. And I'll tell you something, they take time out of practice to practice that. At least 10, 15 minutes every single practice.
Back to
Leonardo Valenzuela is punting.
And number 13 for Calexico, that's Arturo Sandoval.
Arturo Sandoval. With 9:25 remaining, second quarter. Left guard is in position now.
Roberto Pedraza finishing his hot dog on the sidelines.
It's a high punt, not very much volume. Goes out of bounds at the 40.
Netted 16 yards there, John.
So Calexico with excellent field position. 9:03 remaining in the second quarter. No score in the ball game.
I'd like to shout out to our friend and teammate from back in the day, Raul Salgado. Who transferred from a center lineman to a quarterback. Had an outstanding arm and played at IVC. Played with you, Ruben.
Well, he broke all the records at IVC at quarterback that one year he was there.
Raul Salgado. Thank you
Salgado.
for tuning us in.
El Primo.
El Primo. 1st and 10 for Calexico at the 38. Going in. Hurtado. And Emiliano Silva in the backfield. Longino split out to the right. Fakes it, looks for Longino, but underthrows him.
Incomplete pass.
Jorge Gonzalez, number 21 for Southwest, had all kinds of pressure on Ivan.
Right. Yeah, he forced an early release on that pass play, and it was underthrown. And then he culminated the rush with a hard hit on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Just within the safety zone.
2nd and 10 for Calexico with 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Silva and Hurtado. Silva with a handoff finds a lot of room. The 30, the 25, the 20, inside the 20, and stopped there by Leonardo Valenzuela. So move those chains for the Bulldogs. They're going to spot it at the 20.
There's a flag down here at the 40, though, John.
Longino had an opportunity to throw a block there in the defensive secondary that it might have been able to spring him into the end zone. But nevertheless, an outstanding run.
Well, it looks like it may be coming back.
That was a great call by Coach. They caught Southwest blitzing the outside.
Yes.
Right.
Holding. So that's going to nullify that gain for Silva. And they're going to bring it back.
Penalty goes against
Does the defense look for any type of tipping off by the offensive line or the offensive team that they're going to be passing or running the ball?
You teach your defense to read a man. If you're a linebacker, you're reading guards. Wherever the guards go, you go, right? Or you read the near back. Wherever that near back goes, you go to that near back.
But those linebackers were blitzing. They were almost caught offside, crossing the line of scrimmage. So where was that premonition there to blitz?
I guess they were trying to stop an inside run, and instead they brought it back outside.
So here, Calexico's faced with a 2nd and 8 on that previous play. If there's a penalty, it'll probably be 2nd and 13.
You know, Vic, many teams against Calexico use 5 men on the line. And I think that's what Southwest is attempting to do with all those blitzes they're running. They're attempting to put that 5th man on the line, to put the linemen, the offensive linemen, to give them something to think about, right? Maybe throw them off their technique.
But it's 5-on-5, and the center has a nose guard on him, or he doesn't.
And the way Calexico runs the offense, it's usually not 5-on-5. It's usually an extra 1 or 2 guys coming to whatever side of the line.
Now, how would you describe Calexico's offense in layman's terms?
Well, Calexico's offense is a running offense. They run the wing T, which allows them to run the ball with smaller sized linemen. They use a lot of misdirection. You know, they show the ball going one way, and then they show a fake going one way and then bring the ball the other way. We saw when Ivan did that off that option. And
they're counting off to the 48. And I'd like to shout out to our cameraman who's on his 2nd honeymoon out there in Lancaster. What's he doing in Lancaster? I don't know, Panchito. Shout out to you, and we'll see you soon. 2nd and long for Calexico. And 18. And the clock keeps ticking. Let's see if Hurtado and Silva can manage to break away again.
Well, they're playing 2 safeties over the top, so Southwest is expecting pass.
Fernandez is in it, excuse me. And he's going pass. Has time, airs it out deep. Intercepted Leonardo Valenzuela at the 20, at the 30, and is stopped there by number 58 for Calexico. Jesus Arellano. So another turnover plaguing the offense of the Bulldogs, and Southwest comes up with it.
Well, they're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct over here at the 40-yard line, John.
Against the Bulldogs or against Southwest?
Against Southwest. Number 21 for Southwest came out and did a hellacious block on number 57, Andre Sanchez. But
21
it might have happened just...
Jorge Gonzalez, a sophomore.
He's a hitter. He just took Andre Sanchez, who's all of 260 pounds, 6'2", and put him on his backside on that play.
Thank you for that information. It's a 15-yarder, is it not?
15-yarder.
So they'll spot it inside the 20 at the 19 with 8:04 remaining.
John, is Tony Garcia still doing the chain game?
Tony Garcia and Hector Terán have been doing it since the last time we had Bielma and Mr. Bielma. He did it for many years.
Mr. Esquer.
Mr. Esquer. So they've been doing it, and they like doing it. I've talked to them.
They loved it.
They love doing it.
Oh, they have the best seat in the house. They're right there catching all the action.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Bielma. Took me back about 53 years on that one, John.
And Tony from the class of 76.
Tony Garcia.
Right. He's a galloping gourmet, rating restaurants throughout the Calexico and the Imperial Valley.
And dropping back, Ryan Fakey with a pass caught by Leonardo Valenzuela as he was guarded in the right flat by number 13 for the Bulldogs. That's
Arturo Sandoval.
Arturo Sandoval. And he'll get a first down, and they'll move those chains.
That ball looked like it took forever to come down.
It did. You know, I know Arturo Sandoval very well. It's very rare that he'll miss that pick. That surprised me.
First and 10.
So with 7:35 remaining here in the second quarter, the Southwest Eagles with a first down at their own 38-yard line. No score in the ball game. John Moreno with a call.
First and 10, under center. Ryan Fakey dropping back. Little pressure there and a sack by number 24 for Calexico.
Hector Loera.
Hector Loera. And firing up the defense.
Hector Flores Lorea with the sack for the Bulldogs.
So they'll spot it at the 30. They've got to get to the 48 for a first down.
Second and 17 for the Eagles. 6:46 to go at the half.
Leonardo Valenzuela, number 2, split out to the near side for Southwest.
They're in shotgun.
Just under the 30-yard line.
Ryan Fakey rolling out this way and looking for Valenzuela, but we have well covered there by Diego Ruiz.
Well, number 56, Luis Castro, was all over that quarterback. If he doesn't get rid of the ball the way he did, Luis Castro's going to sack him for another
all over him.
loss.
All over him like a cheap suit.
Last week at San Isidro, Ryan Fakey, number 12, the quarterback, completed one pass on 4 attempts as they relied on the run game provided by Adrian Hadegi. We saw a lot of Hadegi on the ground in the first quarter, but we haven't seen him carrying the ball here in the second quarter.
So 3rd and 17 for the Eagles. Right at the 30-yard line. Fakey and Hadegi in the backfield. Coming out of the shotgun. Quick toss, screen and middle screen to Hadegi, and stopped there, but it looked like 23 and number 3 for the Bulldogs.
Actually, that was 24, Hector Loera. Let me tell you, Vic, did you see the way Hector Loera played that play? He came up, he attacked the quarterback, he recognized the screen, and he retraced his steps right back to the ball. Just the way you train it at practice.
So they get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's 4th and 10. Leonardo Valenzuela with a punt, and Arturo Sandoval standing around his 20-yard line. And Valenzuela, is it deflected?
Deflected.
And it'll be down by the Bulldogs. Vic, is that a bad moon rising out there?
Bad moon rising.
So a first down for the Bulldogs as they take over on downs with 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
And early this afternoon, I thought we were going to hear the river overflowing.
Yeah.
There was a little, what do you call those, eclipse yesterday. Did you catch it?
No.
Really?
So with 5:28, the Bulldogs will take over excellent field position at the 47-yard line of the Southwest Eagles. The ball on the far hash mark in front of the Eagle bench.
Fernandez and Hurtado in the backfield for the Bulldogs, with Fernandez getting the handoff. And he'll gain 4. Stop there by the big fella. Big fella, 74?
74, Jesus Diaz.
And number 53,
There's the
Jaden
bad
Diaz.
moon. There's the bad moon horizon. Hope it brings us good luck.
Well, John, I once heard your dad told you that you got a face for radio.
Yeah, he told me. He said, go, son, go in entertainment. You got a face for radio. My first Halloween, he dressed me up as a fire hydrant and took me to a dog show. So 1st and 10, Calexico. No, 2nd and 6.
And that wit of yours has been nonstop ever since. Turning trick-or-treating into an entertainment center.
Yeah, when it's Halloween, the kids give me candies. And Fernandez with a first down, taking it inside the 35.
First down, Bulldogs.
Wow.
Jose Fernandez with
You know,
So a much-needed first down here in the second quarter with Jose Fernandez.
Jose Fernandez did a great job of following his left tackle through the hole and pushing him into a linebacker to gain the extra yards.
And that left tackle is number 74, Christian Rivera.
Sophomore. But he's a big kid. He's like 6'3".
Well, let's see if Calexico can get that touchdown back that they lost on an inadvertent whistle.
Andre Sanchez in the backfield. There's a whistle now.
That's usually too much time when it comes from the ref way back there.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
5-yard penalty.
You know, it's a hard pill to swallow where they catch that, but they don't catch the fake handoff, you know, and run down the sidelines. But we have an outstanding officiating crew.
All at the 43-yard.
It's their second game of the season.
Yeah, it's J.J. Jackson's like
37-yard.
3,000th game of his lifetime, isn't it?
He's been around.
He's been around since I could remember.
Always gives a quality performance, like the rest of the members of his crew.
He's a great man.
And let's give a shout out to those members. You have J.J. Jackson wearing the white hat as a referee, Gabriel Castro as the umpire, Jose Salazar, head linesman, Hector Tarango, line judge, and Randy Ross, the back judge.
Andre, the fake handoff, Hurtado, and sacked by number 3 for the Eagles. That's Adrian Jauregui.
Right, he wasn't fooled by that play. It took a while to develop.
Well, he's reading the outside linebacker, and he's expecting the outside linebacker to come by and bite on that fake, but he didn't. He stayed back, so he didn't have anybody to throw to.
That kind of reminds me of a song that was a hit in the 1960s by Martha and the Vandellas. He had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Well, it was a tough read for him. You know, he should have read that linebacker staying back, and he should have let the ball go on the fake.
Brings up a 2nd and 23 for Calexico at the 45. Hurtado looking.
Little
screen pass in the middle there to Andre Sanchez. Picks up a lot of room inside the 30.
Just shy of the first down by about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, and he gains a good 16, 17 yards.
Is that roughing the quarterback back there too?
It looked like it. Right in front of the head umpire.
Flag on the play.
2 flags. There's one at the 35-yard line of Southwest. 3 flags.
Well, the quarterback's being asked to go to the sidelines. I wonder if they're going to bring.
And they're conferencing.
The quarterback suffered a late hit, right? Or did he say something?
It looks like he threw a punch.
Well,
Into the ball game, number 23, Hansel Torres.
Looks like Dominic Flores is going to take over the quarterback position.
.156 remaining here in the first half. Still a 0-0 ball game.
we haven't seen a signal from the ref on the penalties.
So Dominic Flores, number 7, a senior.
Looks like Hurtado looks like he's taking off his jersey, or no?
That's what it looked like. His shoulder pads are coming off, so I think he got ejected. He threw a punch. Got to have discipline when you're out there because you got to expect to get hit, and you just got to get up, shake it off, and get back to the next play. Hey, how's it going?
Well, it's going against Calexico. And it's after a good gain, now it's second and
forever.
Give me an adding machine to count all those yards. 10, 20,
38.
30, yeah.
40.
Wow.
There's nothing that frustrates a coach more than what Hurtado just did.
This would be a good time to call the old hook and ladder. Catch him by surprise.
So second and about 37 yards, 36. The ball is at the Calexico 40, and they've got to get to the Southwest 22. And Dominic Flores and Jose Fernandez in the backfield.
So just looking out at the defensive coverage, what are they in?
Oh, they're covering with 4 people deep, Vic. They got the 2 safeties playing on the hashes, and they got the 2 cornerbacks playing off the numbers, and they're just going to stay deep and keep everything underneath 38 yards.
So what kind of pass patterns would be most effective against that?
Sometimes I'm not sure if you really want to pass at 2nd and 38. It's like Southwest, they had that 3rd and long, and they chose to go with a screen. Many coaches decide to go with a screen or to go with a draw, something that's a little bit more conservative that'll make up some yardage, but maybe not all of it.
So we don't have a gunslinger mentality to get out there and throw.
Well,
and force the defense to guard you.
I think Dominic has the arm to complete a 15 to 20 yard pass effectively. But I don't see him throwing that ball 38 yards down the field.
No. What about some dump and runs? 2 dump and runs to get you those 37 yards.
Yep. The only problem is the defense knows that too. So you got to get past that defense.
So second and very long. Fernandez with a handoff, going to the right side. And lowers his shoulder at the 50. And is stopped by number 11 that is Isaac Ayon for Southwest.
Fernandez, he's a punisher, isn't he?
Yeah, workhorse.
He had a great junior season, rushing for close to 800 yards last year.
Timeout is called, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
more than 60 years, the Holtvale Athletic Club has financially supported youth sports and activities. By involving our youth in organizing and working at our fundraising events, we're teaching responsibility, teamwork, and character, lessons that last a lifetime.
Here in the Imperial Valley, you've got 3 Quick Lane locations ready for you. At the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and in Brawley, where you'll also find our off-road and collision center. At Quick Lane, we take care of your car with oil changes, brakes, tires, and more. Always with specialized technicians. And the best part, we service all makes and models. Trust Quick Lane. Fast, reliable, professional service. It's just that easy at Quick Lane.
Well, back here live at Willis Ward Field. It's almost halftime. We'd like to have you stay tuned for our halftime show as we're having Principal Lucio Padilla from Calexico High School grace our airwaves and letting us know how his first 2 weeks of school have been. So,
and it would have been nice if we could have had Luis Garcia here to film all of that, but he'll be back next week.
Well, we got the band coming up, so we're going to see what they can do. 3rd and 27, Calexico.
So much for a shout-out, Luis.
We gave him a shout-out. ¿Quieres otra, Luis?
But you know what, Victor? You're right. If they're going to cover 4 deep, they only got 3 linebackers covering the underneath routes. There's going to be a zone that's wide open.
They got 4 deep.
But do we have the quarterback to get it done?
Dominic Flores and Jose Fernandez in the backfield. Shotgun, Jose Fernandez crossing midfield, lowering his shoulder, and Leonardo Valenzuela on the stop.
Number 2, a senior.
Jose Fernandez with a run for the Bulldogs.
And another timeout. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
4th and long.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. 2 hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Centro Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
Hi, this is Blanca Morales. In 2018, I opened up Calexico Wellness Center to give access for medical care in our community. And in 2022, we got the Calexico Wellness Center mobile clinic to do more outreach. In 2021, I opened Calexico Wellness Thrift Store because we had a lot of patients that needed clothing, shoes, and houseware. We started to work with Women Haven to help women who were experiencing domestic violence. Wherever I see gaps and challenges is where I create a plan and take action.
We're back here live at Willis Ward Field, 4th down for the Bulldogs. They're going to go with it. Dominic Flores. Jose Fernandez with a handoff. Finds a big hole and takes it to the 31. And not quite enough for a first down. And they'll turn the ball over to Southwest.
So with 1:10 remaining in the second quarter, Calexico gives the ball up on downs, but not without trying valiantly to get that first down and to try to get into the end zone. So the Southwest Eagles, under the leadership of Ryan Fakey, will try to get something going here with 1:10 remaining. Ruben, your thoughts?
My thoughts is Calexico better get their defensive backs ready, because we've seen that Southwest is not afraid to throw that ball downfield. And the longer they're on the field with Calexico and keeping Calexico at 0, the more confidence they're building within their own team.
Well, they threw a shutout in 4 quarters last week against San Isidro, winning 7-0, only attempting 4 passes and completing 1.
Ryan Fakey. Screen pass left side. Pass is caught by number 3, Adrian Haudegui. Gain of 2. Under a minute to go.
No huddle.
No huddle offense, 2nd and 7. The ball at the 35.
They wasted too much time.
And there's another timeout.
Getting the snap.
And we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Top Notch Barbershop. Fresh cuts, always a fade away. RDO, nothing runs like a deer. The IID, the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company. By Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, State Farm Insurance in the Imperial Valley. By the Imperial County Sheriff's Office, stay safe, stay sober, protect our community. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. The DOM team, for business, residential, and farmland real estate. Ivy Welding and Mechanical, industrial welding contractor. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. CR&R Incorporated, the face of a greener generation. Havens Landscaping, for all your landscaping and material needs. Reach Medical Response Service, Medical Transportation Service. Ojeda Industries, hydraulic service and repair. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of our U.S. military. Imperial County Fairgrounds, the El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serving our community. Kennedy's for Carne, the best carne asada in town. Imperial Valley College, proud sponsor of VSN's live stream. And Hart Insurance, full-service insurance agency. And a 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. The ball at the 35. Ryan Fakey going to the air again, this time left side deep. Intercepted by number 12 for the Bulldogs. No, flag.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. Marco Lopez.
He threw it into double coverage. One defender went down, the receiver went down, and the other defender came up with the interception, but it may be all for naught.
40 seconds remaining, first half. So the Eagles will, is this an automatic first down?
No, it's not an automatic. They get 10 yards, and since they had already picked up 2, it's going to be a first down.
Okay.
And that's one thing I love teaching defensive backs. If you're going to get beat, foul them. Because all they're going to get is 10 yards. They're not going to get that touchdown that you're going to give up if you don't.
First down for the Eagles.
So however, on that play, they didn't need to foul them. They had it well covered.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles at midfield. Fernando Valderrama in the backfield for the Eagles. Ryan Fakey airs it out to Valenzuela. And guarded well by Sandoval.
Off his fingertips.
And he's pretty lanky. Another step and it would have been a touchdown for the Eagles.
It looked like he was running a fly or streak pattern.
He was running a post pattern, and he was running right into the safety, except the safety came down instead of staying back on the pass, right? And that's why we call it cover 2. That safety's responsible for half the field all the way back to the end zone. Just like the other safety closest to us is responsible for his half of the field all the way back to the end zone.
So you don't let anybody get behind you.
You never get beat deep out of a zone defense.
Cardinals sin, 2nd and 10. Ryan Fakey, pressure, fumbles the football, and it's popping everywhere. And Calexico ball late in the first half.
27 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and Calexico's recovered as the quarterback, Ryan Fakey, loses the handle of the football, and it caroms off his body into Calexico's possession. So the ball at the 43-yard line of the Eagles. Calexico going right to left on your screen. They're northbound here at Willis Ward Field that runs parallel with Andrade Avenue.
So 1st and 10 at the 44.
At the eastern end of the Calexico High School campus.
Dominic Flores. Jose Fernandez. Flores faked it. He's got the football and runs out of bounds at the 35.
That play ran 7 seconds off the clock.
But Dominic had the presence of mind to get himself out of bounds instead of picking up one more yard and staying inbounds.
Make it 9 seconds. It's 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
35 yards away.
You could throw 3 passes in 18 seconds or make 1 run.
Could probably throw more than 3 passes in 18 seconds, depending on the depth.
And there he goes, option. Number 5 goes out of bounds, and there's penalty flags. Number 5 is?
That'll be a late hit. Number 21.
Andre Uribe.
Uribe. A late hit on the quarterback, Flores, after the pitch.
Two flags.
He's picking up the flag. JJ had that body language like, are you sure you want to make that call? Are you sure you want to stand
I saw
by
that too.
call?
It's a first down for the Bulldogs.
Well, the kid for Southwest made a great play. He stopped the quarterback, and that's what you teach on defense. You know, you hit that quarterback as he's coming down, and you teach the quarterback to fall back just the way he did.
In other words, they're actors. They sell it.
Yes, they do.
So first and 10 from the 30. Dominic Flores, Jose Fernandez. Fernandez with a run. And that may be it, unless they call a timeout with 6, 5, 4.
Adrian Hadegi with a tackle
3.
there.
And Calexico calls a timeout. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation. Winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
We're back here live with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. A 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs inside the 30. And a little reverse there. Number 23 taking it deep, almost into the end zone. Number 23 is Hansel Torres. And that is the end of the first half. We remain scoreless. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Hello, Imperial County. This is Sheriff Fred Miramontes. And on behalf of the Imperial County Sheriff's staff, we want to thank all our students who are returning back to school this fall. Secondly, those teams are preparing for a competitive year, so the best of luck to our football teams, and may the best team win.
I'm Under Sheriff Bobby Benavides. As a reminder, don't drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs, because your safety and your community's safety is paramount to us and our mission. Stay safe, stay sober, and have a good year.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
My name is Jake Callahan, explorer, adventurer, seasonal allergy survivor. I once trusted the internet. When the internet failed to cure my endless sneezing, I did what any rational man would do. I crossed the deserts to find my cure. Aha! Just in time.
You must be Jake. 3 o'clock? Follow me.
And that is where my journey ended. Inner care.
So from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, it's exciting Imperial Valley football, brought to you by your Valley Sports Network, VSN. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Willis Ward Field with the Southwest Eagles visiting the Calexico Bulldogs, and after two hard-fought quarters of play, both teams go into the locker room with a 0-0 advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, today gracing our halftime show is the new principal for Calexico High School, Lucio Padilla Jr. Lucio, welcome.
Thank you, Victor. How you doing?
Congratulations to you. You've been all around the valley and you earned your bones up through the Calexico School District as a teacher, an administrator, working at the district office, going to Calapat, Corfman, McCabe, etc. Tell us, how does it feel to come back to your high school alma mater?
Well, it feels absolutely amazing, Victor. So I'm a proud Bulldog alumni from the class of 1991. Had an opportunity to serve here at Calexico High School as a teacher, and to be able to come back and serve as its principal is just an incredible honor. I mean, I just got here and you just feel the passion, the love of the community. The staff is great, the kids are great. It feels very special. I come to work every day, real happy, Vic.
You know, a lot of the outstanding administrators throughout the Imperial Valley went through the educational master's program spearheaded by the late Al Merino, Dr. Al Merino from San Diego State Imperial Valley campus. And you're one of them, John Moreno, among others, Sergio Pesqueira, for example. I could go on and mention those names, but how did that help you get to where you're at today?
Yes, absolutely. I've just been very fortunate throughout my career. Starting when I was a teacher, I was real lucky to have some excellent mentors as a teacher. So Sarah Garcia, Herminia, and so throughout my whole career, just had tremendous amount of leadership. So San Diego State, like you mentioned, Dr. Marino. Throughout my career as a teacher and as a principal, great colleagues. John's been a phenomenal colleague, Sergio Pesqueira, Alberto Nunez. Throughout my career, I could just go on and on, just great colleagues, across the valley, a lot of members like, superintendents like Juan Cruz, Simon Canales. I can go on and on and on, just tremendous amount of impact that people have just had a great amount of value, that I've learned so much, that have really prepared me for where I'm at today. Real excited to be here, yeah.
We can talk about people's strengths like athletics, they have speed or great hands or leaping ability, etc. But throughout the valley, when Lucio Padilla Jr. is mentioned, they talk about your tenacity and craft in technology and making sure that the schools that you work for have the necessary resources to make your students successful.
Absolutely, Vic. Since I started my career as a teacher, probably my third, fourth year, I had a mentor, Michael Castillo. He was at the county office at the time, and he was just a huge mentor to me, gave me a lot of support and training, access to equipment, tremendous amount of leadership that played a huge role for me early on in my career as a teacher. Then I went on as a principal, right? And as a principal, I just had access to just a phenomenal group of teachers at Jefferson Elementary that were very passionate, and they were able to live out my dream of what I like to see in the school and in the implementation of technology in the classroom. So people like Karina Montaño, Cilia Hurtado, Mari Munoz, Gabi Rocamora. I can go on, Elsa Chávez, I can go on and on and on. Great teachers there. And that led to my career as Director of Instructional Technology. And then, oh my goodness, right? For 8 years, very blessed, very fortunate throughout the entire district community. Just very, very fortunate to have just access to great teachers throughout from the high school like David Castellum, Luis Garcia, Javier Rodriguez, Mario Magallanes. At the junior high, we had Fernando Arguelles and a host of other teachers throughout the district that have been very passionate, did amazing things, and just very, very proud of what I've seen the teaching community be able to do here in the area of technology and teaching with innovation with technology.
Well, it must be an exciting time to come in administration for Calexico High School with the building that's taking place. They've already built a STEM building, for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They're going to be building a new administration center. What else do you see coming there where the original high school buildings that were built in 1954 and have been demolished for this new underground and uptaking?
Yeah, so even with the physical campus, right, and just the campus and the culture as a whole, you know, I'm very, very fortunate that I come into a place where it has had a very strong foundation, a lot of rich history, a lot of rich traditions, and so then as was coming, that just the opportunity to come and build to it, right? So the buildings are being physically built, very, very modern, something that's exciting for our students, something that they truly deserve. We can't wait for the project to be completed. You're seeing already the fruits of some of those buildings going up, and what's coming up next is going to be even more, adding a lot more to that excitement, and at the same time, you know, coming in and working with our staff in a community that just have a rich tradition and history of a lot of success with our students, and then to be able to come and be a part of it and now joining them as a member to continue to build that also what we're serving for students, it just feels great.
Any surprises in the early weeks of the school year coming in as principal?
You know what, Vic, it's just, I've been very fortunate that I've had like some very rounded experience, elementary level, junior high, high school level. I can't say I have had any surprises. If anything, now I'm loving it as much as I knew I was going to love it. I came here very excited. My experience at Calexico High School really helped me just really learn how much high school is so exciting, you know, because it's so busy, there's so many activities, the athletics, you know, the ASB and the band, and there's the arts. And so coming in here now to a school that is this big, that the programs that it has is just tremendously much bigger, and so it's been everything and more than what I expected.
You know, when I introduced you, I said Lucio Padilla Jr. It must have been a thrill going through college and walking to receive your diplomas with your father, Lucio Padilla. I had him for a couple of courses, you know, at San Diego State when we were going through the educational program for credentialing and what have you, and I was with you in the master's program. But what's it like sharing the dice with your father?
Absolutely. You know, it's my big reason why I'm here is my father, and just the emphasis growing up that we always had in education. Education was the top of the list of what was important, and having him with his background as a migrant field worker and then decided to go back to school. I was finishing high school right along, so he was always a little bit ahead of me, and then I was able to catch up to him. We graduated and walked the stage for our bachelor's together, for our master's together, and that was just, I mean, it's so special to have had the opportunity to do that. Worked alongside him for many years here at the school district as he worked in special education. I was a teacher and then went into administration of the year. He wrote a book, right? And I like to tell people on his book, members of the Luchuguero, the baby there on the front cover, it's me. So it's just a tremendous amount of pride being a part of being able to experience that with my father.
Well, you know, they say once a bulldog, always a bulldog, but you're a true Calexican. Your family, your father, he embraces both cultures and both valleys, the Imperial and Mexicali valleys. And with someone like that as a leader for the high school and in the school district, it really motivates all the students that walk through the halls of the Calexico schools throughout the district, elementary, junior high, and the high school. I congratulate you and applaud you on your mercurial rise and career, and anything that we can do here to help you with continued success.
Absolutely, definitely a product of Calexico schools. You know, went Dula Elementary, Mains Elementary, De Anza High School, and I still walk the halls, and I know exactly, you know, get those flashbacks and those memories, and so now to be able to come back and lead it, it feels great. So thank you, Victor. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucio Padilla Jr., the principal for Calexico High School for the 26-27 school year. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor.
And now we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Oh my gosh, our sign is down, but our commitment to you is stronger than ever.
That's why we're bringing the prices down too. Get $1,500 off a brand new HVAC system with financing and an APR as low as 0%. Everything's included. Refrigerant, disposal, electrical work, and we even install the same day too. Because nobody in the Imperial Valley should wait for AC when it's over 100 degrees. We serve the Imperial Valley for over 30 years with over 850 happy reviews. Ready to stay cool? Call us today for your free estimate.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a fourth-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at El Centro Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone, to Willis Ward Field as the Calexico Bulldogs and the El Centro Southwest Eagles battle to a 0-0 draw after 2 quarters of play, and we're getting ready for the second half of action. Ruben Castro, tell us what to expect for the second half. What do you see? A lot of the same old, or?
That's exactly. It's going to be a lot of the same old, especially from Calexico. You're going to see a lot of run, lots of run. I think they'll be limited on their pass for tonight since losing Hurtado. And Southwest does what they do out of that I formation, pro set. Every once in a while come out in twins with 2 receivers to one side. And they're going to run their guy Hodege. It surprises me that they haven't given it to the fullback yet, but we could expect to see that here in the third and fourth quarter.
Well, the fullback picked up 48 yards last week against the high school from San Isidro. He picked up 39 yards on 6 carries. So he averaged 6 yards a carry. So the element of surprise, he can sustain a drive by getting that first down. And that might be in the game plan for the Eagles in the second half. Just get one long, sustainable drive, have Hodege punch it in, and then let the defense do the rest.
Oh, they have a quick defense, and they're hard hitting. Their defense is not anything to laugh at.
Fernando Valderrama will be kicking off for the Eagles, and Arturo Sandoval will be returning, standing at the 7-yard line. And the second half is underway. Sandoval bobbles it. It drops a knee at the 23.
Well, the up back had an opportunity to catch it and take off running before the coverage team was near, and he was called off by Sandoval, and the ball bounced in front of Sandoval, and he couldn't find the handle as well, and wisely took a knee once he had control.
Well, he's got to keep it. He's got to keep his eyes on the ball. He's got to look that ball all the way into the breadbasket before he turns upfield. And I think he tried to turn up just a little too soon.
So the Bulldogs have 77 yards to travel to hit pay dirt.
1st and 10 at the 22. Dominic Flores. Fernandez with a handoff. And taking it to the 30 and brought down by number 27. And that is 27.
Ignacio Perez.
So,
a pickup about 7 yards on the play.
2nd and 3 coming up for Calexico.
Since coming into the game early in the first quarter, Fernandez has been a hard-running running back, gaining a lot of positive yardage for the Bulldogs.
And he'll take it again. And this time is stopped by 52. That is Vicente Velasquez.
And we're going to see a lot of that, Vic. A lot of buck and belly, everything between the tackles.
But a first down for Calexico. And that's just grounding and pounding.
Running behind the blocking of Pedro Ortiz and Andres Sanchez, along with Jesus Arellano and Christian Rivera, spearheading the ground game.
Dominic Flores, little confusion there, handing the ball, and is sacked by number 52 for, that is Velasquez.
So defensively up front, you have defensive end Velasquez, a senior. Defensive end number 53, Jaden Real. The defensive tackles are 56, David Calderon, and number 74, Jesus Diaz. 2 seniors and 2 juniors there manning the defensive line. And right now it seems to be like an even battle in the trenches for both Calexico's offensive line and the defensive front of the Eagles of Southwest.
2nd and short. And number 44, Andres Sanchez gets, or 2nd and long, I should say, stopped by Jesus Diaz.
So 74, Jesus Diaz making the tackle there. Bulldogs now faced with a 3rd and 10.
9:48 remaining in the third quarter. And both of these teams are hungry for a touchdown. Flores and Fernandez in the backfield for Calexico. Fernandez to the right, and nothing doing with a stop there by number 21, Jorge Gonzalez. Bring up a 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
Tonight's ball game being officiated by J.J. Jackson, the head referee wearing the white hat representing the Imperial Valley Football Officials Association. Gabriel Castro is the umpire. Jose Salazar is the head linesman. Hector Tarango is the line judge. And Randy Ross is the back judge. An outstanding officiating crew, an experienced and veteran officiating crew. You couldn't have asked for a better one.
Juan Sasueta punting for the Bulldogs. End over end to Valenzuela. And he'll return it as it takes a bounce. 30, 35, 40 down the far sideline. Fumbles a ball and recovered by Calexico. It popped it out and the Bulldogs get it back. Number 33, Emiliano Silva.
It was number 24 for Calexico.
Hector Loera.
Hector Loera.
Hector Loera, great kid. Hard hitter. Very active.
Always sets the table at dinner time.
So first down for Calexico, the ball at the 30-yard line.
So with 8:20 remaining here in the third quarter, no score in the ball game, Calexico will take possession.
And a jet sweep coming this way.
Tackled by number 3, Adrian Jauregui.
And number 2, Leonardo Valenzuela, 23, the ball carrier. That's Hansel Torres. And he'll gain 5.
So 2nd and 5 for Calexico. The ball just shy of the 35-yard line. The ball on the near hash mark. If you're watching on VSN on YouTube, they're going right to left on your screen. If you're listening to the game on YouTube, VSN, they're going right to left.
Both ways, Vic.
From one ear to the other.
2nd and 5. Very logical. Fumbles the football. That's number 44, Andre Sanchez, and we'll see who recovers. Calexico may have recovered there. And a yard shy of the first down.
So 3rd and short. Play action. Pass out on the flat. Button hook over the middle.
Number 33 right down the
Slide
middle.
pattern down the near sideline. Post pattern to number 1, Longino. Or give it to your money man.
You give it to the money man right down the
Fernandez.
middle. Actually, it's
Emiliano
33.
Silva gets the first down. He'll take it to the 45, a gain of 6.
Number 52 with a tackle, Vicente Velasquez. One of the leading tacklers for the Southwest Eagles in this ball game. We've called his name out quite a bit, along with Adrian Jauregui.
You know, we're going to see a lot of fullback action from Calexico from here to the end. Lots of fullback, lots of Fernandez.
There's Fernandez again, right up the gut. And just pounding his way another 11 yards. 1st and 10, Calexico. Ball at the 44. 6.5 remaining in the third quarter. So the running game for Calexico, substituting freely now. We have Sanchez back in. And the Hansel Torres on a reverse to the 40 and takes it to the 35, a gain of 8.
Number 2, Leonardo Valenzuela, tripping him up, hitting him down by the ankles.
I like the way those defensive backs from Southwest tackle, Victor. They come up and they let you know they're there.
Southwest is a very much improved football team. We were able to witness them in action at the football carnival hosted by Imperial High School, and they were dominant.
Fernandez for the first down, pick up a 4 inside the 35 to the 34.
So Bo Seibel, their head coach in his 2nd year at the helm, has really worked wonders along with his coaching staff in trying to make these guys successful, but instilling in them that they're capable of winning ball games.
Well, that's culture, Vic. You gotta instill the culture, the winning culture.
Silva takes it up, a gain of 4.
Well, many times it's easier said than done.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
The kids have to believe in the coaches, and the coaches likewise believing in the players.
It's a process. It's a process. They start when they're very young, and that's one thing that I think some towns don't have is that Pop Warner program that could feed into their high schools. it's that Pop Warner program that begins to instill that that leadership quality that you want in a player. And not leadership in that with their voice, but leadership in the things that they do at school, the things they are with their parents, the way they are with the public in general.
2nd and 7 on a bad snap, but making do is Andre Sanchez.
Looking like he's shaken up on the play, kind of hobbled off the field to get the next play. Number 7, the quarterback.
Dominic Flores, he's such a competitor.
Unless he's trying to set up the defense thinking that he's injured.
3rd and 6 for Calexico. The ball inside the 30-yard line at the 29.
So after 2 quarters of play, Brawley down by a score of 28-0. To Rancho Bernardo. Thank you, Ron Rubio.
And Jose Fernandez stopped there by the safety. 1st and 10, number 27. That's Ignacio Perez, but not till he gained at least 12 yards.
How was that Southern umpire or referee, John? First down.
3:45 in remaining in the third quarter. Calexico at the Southwest 20.
They're on the move. The ball. They started this drive at the 30-yard line after recovering that fumble.
Fake the dive, and now Hansel Torres finds a little room in the middle and picks up another 10.
Making a touchdown-saving tackle was number 2, Leonardo Valenzuela, a talented senior for the Southwest Eagles secondary.
So 1st and goal for Calexico at the 10.
Well, when you got fullbacks pounding your defense, that counter is going to hit hard, and this time it hit for 10 yards.
What's happening, though, is you see your linebackers and your safeties making the tackles, so they're already 5 to 7 yards.
Yes, absolutely.
Up the field.
Sanchez takes the handoff, and another 6 yards inside the 5. So 2nd and goal from the 4 for Calexico. Best field position yet.
Excellent block thrown by number 56, Luis Castro, a junior, opening up that running lane.
Luis Castro is one of the few Pop Warner players on the Calexico program. He had been playing since he was like 7 or 8.
And Fernandez is back in it. He'll get the handoff. And penalty flags. Perez on the stop, as well as number 3, Jauregui.
Is it time to bring out John under wraps? Flags are flying like confetti.
Kind of a little too soon, Vic. And what do we got? Face mask.
That's a 1-yard penalty, John.
Well, half the distance.
From the 3?
But it's a first down.
No.
It's not a first down?
There's no automatic first downs in high school football, though.
Really?
None.
Well, I just learned something.
We've been calling it wrong all along. From the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez.
You got that right.
So the ball inside the 2-yard line on a 2nd and goal for the Bulldogs. Fernandez in the game.
Under center.
Is Dominic Flores.
Quarterback sneak.
They're going to give it Fernandez to the right side. Does he make it? Touchdown, Calexico. From inside the 2-yard line. Bulldogs first blood.
Running behind the blocking of right guard Pedro Ortiz, the center Alejandro Rioseco, and Andres Sanchez were able to get enough of an offensive surge to be able to punch it in. So with 2:16 remaining here in the third quarter, the Calexico Bulldogs draw first blood on their home field, Willis Ward.
I love this Willis Ward field, Vic. It reminds me of the days when I was younger, keeping score with my father on the other side of the field.
Well, I thought you were going to say on the days that you played here.
Diego Ruiz.
Leading to the days that I played here.
Diego Ruiz with the kick. It is good. Oh, wait a minute. It's no good. Okay, I didn't make it. So, we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN. as we got 2:16 remaining in the third. Ruiz with a kickoff. That Valenzuela taking it up the middle, finds some room. If he gets away, he may take it all the way down to the 50 midfield and stopped at the 45.
A dangerous runner. He looked like he was running the punt back for a touchdown earlier and ended up coughing the ball at the 30-yard line.
We've got some updates, Vic and Ruben. We've got Central 14 over Palm Desert 13 at the half. Helix 14, Imperial 0 at the second quarter. Shadow Hill 6 out of Indio, and then Palo Verde 0 in the second. Rancho Bernardo 14-0 over Brawley, and Calapat. That's in the second quarter in Brawley, at Rancho Bernardo, I believe, and then Calapat 24 over Foothills Christian 24-14. So the Eagles with a first down, taking over on downs after the kick off by the Bulldogs. First and 10 at the 44. Rain Fakey.
Ooh, they're out in the passing. They're in trips.
You got trips here to the near side.
They're spread.
Another pass out here.
Haragi
with the catch and brought down, tackled by number 12 and 44.
Marcos Lopez, number 12, and 44, Alexander Sanchez.
But a first and 10 for the Eagles. They pick up 10.
Well, you know, Haragi, get the ball to your best player, whether it's handing it to him directly out of the backfield or throwing the ball to him out on the flat.
Well, a screen is almost like a sweep there. You just get that ball out there behind the line of scrimmage, and it's up to that defense to come up and.
But right away, he's one-on-one with a defender.
First and
advantage, Haragi.
First and 10, trips left. In that direction, passes caught by Haudegi and brought down by Andre Sanchez. But he'll pick up about 3.
Calexico's got to watch out. They've thrown two screens in a row. There's always that fake the screen and throw it downfield when your corners come
The element
up.
of surprise. 2nd and 8 from the 33.
Alexander Sanchez is coming out of the game. Looks like
a cramp.
He's got something going on.
A cramp.
And 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Calexico took a lot of time off the clock with that last drive.
It's a fast-moving game, John. We said that at the beginning. It's got to be a fast-moving game with all the run.
Well, a ground game is a clock eater. A lot of movement.
Timeout, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
For more than 60 years, the Hopevale Athletic Club has financially supported youth sports and activities. By involving our youth in organizing and working at our fundraising events, we're teaching responsibility, teamwork, and character, lessons that last a lifetime.
Here in the Imperial Valley, you've got 3 Quick Lane locations ready for you. At the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and in Brawley, where you'll also find our off-road and collision center. At Quick Lane, we take care of your car with oil changes, brakes, tires, and more. Always with specialized technicians. And the best part, we service all makes and models. Trust Quick Lane. Fast, reliable, professional service. It's just that easy at Quick Lane.
We're back here live, and we'd like to thank some of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Calexico Wellness Center, compassionate healthcare right in your neighborhood. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition. El Centro Motors, your hometown Ford deal for quality and competitive prices. Sanders Architecture and Engineering, from game plans to building plans. Architecture and engineering is shaping our future. And by Arctic Air, serving the valley with comfort you can count on for 30 years. So a 2nd and 8 for the Southwest Eagles. Ryan Fekey with a pass, a dump to the right flat, caught by 27 Ignacio Perez.
No, that's Dowling. Oh, no, you're right, John. Ignacio Perez.
And he gets a first down. They'll spot the ball inside the 25.
One of the 2 tight ends for the Eagles, the other being number 25, Nathan Dowling, a junior. Perez, a senior.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We got 12 more minutes of football left. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Imperial Valley Healthcare District, as well as CR&R, the face of a greener generation. Cleaner future starts with CR&R Environmental Services. Through innovative and technology and sustainable solutions, CR&R. Together, we're building a cleaner, greener future, one that's truly landfill-free. By State Farm, traveling to Mexico, make sure you're covered with State Farm insurance extending up to 50 miles into Mexico. Drive with confidence and peace of mind. Marianne Valenzuela Family State Farm, you're covered when you cross the border. Burgers and Beer, craving the perfect combo? Come to Burgers and Beer and watch all the games. Burgers and Beer, ultimate flavor. Ivy Welding and Mechanical, need welding, pipe, and structural steel fabrication or a lift? Ivy Welding has you covered with crane service available for the big jobs. And they're proud supporters of high school football. Ivy Welding and Mechanical, building our future on the field and on the job. El Centro Motors, looking for your next vehicle? El Centro Motors has the latest Ford models plus quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at competitive prices. Check out the F-150, the Explorer, the Mustang. At El Centro Motors, your hometown Ford dealer. By Sanders Architecture and Engineering, from game plans to building plans. Sanders supports all our Valley High School football teams, building our community and cheering on our champions on and off the field. And by Arctic Air, when comfort matters, customers come first. At Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating, for 30 years, our expert HVAC technicians have kept El Centro and the Imperial Valley comfortable. 30 years of service, 352-8855. And 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
12 minutes of football.
And they're going right to left. Under center, Ryan Fekey. Giving to new back number 28.
That's Erwin Gonzalez.
Erwin Gonzalez will pick up a couple yards and take it to the 20.
Correction, Erwin Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. A pickup of 5.
Thank you, Ruben, for pointing that out.
2nd and 6.
I still remember rule number 1.
Don't forget, what is it?
Never correct Victor Carrillo.
Oh, right, never correct.
No, not correct.
Only I can do it. 2nd and 6. Erwin Gutierrez again, but this time he's met a couple yards from the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 3 or 4.
Tackle by number 8833. I'm testing you. Like blind baby Rosas giving us the numbers.
Well, if Southwest holds true to their tendencies, we could see a naked boot anytime now.
Okay, on a 3rd and 4 from their
from Calexico's
18-yard line.
Oh, but he's in shotgun.
2 wideouts there to the near side.
Brian coming to this way. He finds the receiver, number 27, 1st and 10. Ignacio Perez takes it inside the 10 for a 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Wow. So, the Bulldog defense concentrating on Hadegi, that the other players have been left not unattended, but they're trying to deny the ball to Hadegi, and it's made an opportunity for the other players like Perez there and Gutierrez before him.
Well, that was a simple little out pattern. There should have been an outside linebacker, in my opinion, there to make the hit, and there was nobody. He turned around and
so inside the red zone, what kind of defense is Calexico running now?
Well, right now it looks like they're still in their even defense. Now they just stepped a guy up, so they've gone odd. So they got a 5-2 defense up, an odd defense.
Jauregui to the right, and Sanchez there on the stop for the Bulldogs. With the help of 68.
So Sanchez wasn't fooled there, and Joshua Ayala came in to help out, providing the assist on that tackle. So 2nd and 9, a short pickup of 1.
So 2nd and goal from the 9. With 9:06 remaining. And Southwest on the verge of scoring.
Well, they got Jauregui out here out wide, and they got a cornerback covering the outside instead of the inside.
A little lofty pass.
Fade.
Pass interference to Valenzuela, number 2.
Flag on the play.
That time the pass was underthrown to the advantage of Southwest.
It's you know what, you got to turn around and put your eyes on the ball if you're a defender. You just can't run into the receiver the way Calexico just did. You got to turn around, get your head turned around, knock the ball down.
So that's half the distance. And remains 2nd down.
That's right, John. No automatic first downs in high school football.
No automatic first downs in high school football.
You learned that, Vic.
Right away, quick learner.
So 2nd and goal from the 4.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Shame on me. So Jauregui with a play.
2nd and 4 for the Eagles.
This is probably the toughest 4 yards on the football field to be able to gain.
It is, but they
Second and goal from the
have
4.
their power offense on there.
The Wildcat offense. And didn't fool anybody. That's number 56 for the Bulldogs, putting him on the stop.
Luis Castro.
That was a loss of 2 yards.
They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, Southwest has been able to throw the ball short on Calexico, you know, and sometimes they've even thrown it long, but.
Well, they have 2 downs to make a touchdown. So, do you think they'll call one more running play? And if it doesn't work, go to the pass for the last one? Or vice versa, go for the pass?
Well, they got Jauregui there.
They're in their I formation. They're in their power offense.
Jauregui fakes the dive, and he's coming this way. Ryan Fay, and he's sacked. Number 24 for Calexico. That is Hector Flores Loera.
And there's the naked boot I just talked about.
And they're going to move the ball way back to the 19-yard line on a 4th and goal from the 19.
Excellent pursuit by the Calexico defense.
Well, it's what they practice all week long, Vic. You know, they saw that they have that bootleg, so they got those defensive ends to stay home and contain that quarterback. Don't let him outside your outside shoulder.
Unusual turn of events here in the 4th quarter.
Under 7 minutes to play, 6:55, the clock ticking. In the 4th quarter, Calexico 6, Southwest 0.
And timeout is called. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. 2 hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Central Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
Hi, this is Blanca Morales. In 2018, I opened up Calexico Wellness Center to give access for medical care in our community. And in 2022, we got the Calexico Wellness Center mobile clinic to do more outreach. In 2021, I opened Calexico Wellness Thrift Store because we had a lot of patients that needed clothing, shoes, and houseware. We started to work with Women Haven to help women who were experiencing domestic violence. Wherever I see gaps and challenges is where I create a plan and take action.
I'm going to get on the air here. Back here live at Willis Ward Field, 6:46 remaining in the game. 6-0 Calexico. Southwest Eagles have a 4th and goal from the 19-yard line. And they're coming out with trips right. Ignacio Perez in the backfield with Ryan Faki. There's Adrian Jauregui.
You got to keep your eye on Leonardo Valenzuela, the dangerous wide receiver split out to the far left.
Number 2, and rolling out. And intended for number 5, and that
Uziel Verdin. Uziel Verdin.
And the Bulldogs will take over. Good goal line stand on the Bulldogs.
Excellent defensive pressure put on the quarterback. Kudos to the defensive coordinator as well as the players for executing the game plan.
That's it, absolutely, and that's all you want as a defensive coordinator is the execution of the game plan.
Bulldogs will get it at the 19. And now they have time to eat the clock. Pass the salt. We're going to eat the clock. Or beat the clock.
It's a fast game.
It's a fast game, exactly, Ruben.
And Calexico looks like they're going to dance with the one who brung them.
That's Emiliano Silva now. And Dominic Flores. Silva with a handoff.
A fresh pair of legs in there.
Yeah, grabs 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
Emiliano was tackled by number 3, Adrian Jauregui from Southwest.
Jauregui's been an outstanding two-way performer on offense and defense. We've called his name out quite a bit tonight. Into the ball game for Calexico, number 44, Alexander Sanchez, a junior.
He'll take the handoff straight up the middle. Picks up 3.
And tripped up by Jauregui there in the backfield.
Bring up a 3rd and 4. .540 remaining. And I guess Calexico will continue with the ground and pound. And it's been working, right?
I think that great date John Moreno once told me, you got to dance with who brung you.
Yeah.
That's it. Jose Fernandez. And penalty markers. Maybe illegal shift. What did you see, Ruben?
I didn't see. I just saw the flag go up, but I think Southwest was eager to get across the line, and that's what happened.
Encroachment?
Encroachment.
And J.J. Jackson. You got it, encroachment. Yep. It's a 5-yard, and it'll get the Bulldogs a 1st down.
You have Cool, and then you have J.J. Jackson Cool.
Yeah.
He's got a swag on in his referee uniform.
Good old J.J.
And he does basketball, too. first and 10. The ball at the 30 for Calexico. Jose Fernandez trips behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. And maybe hurting his ankle. In those instances, Ruben, you anticipate the pain.
You do, and that blade of grass that came up and got him must have done a good job of hawk tackling him.
So 2nd and 11. 4:20 and counting.
Keep it on the ground, Ruben.
Keep it on the ground. Pound it, and like John Moreno said.
As Woody Hayes said, there's 3 things that can happen when you're passing the ball.
2 of them are bad.
Emiliano Silva now back in the game. And there's all kinds of what's going on there.
Encroachment.
Did somebody get hit, number 74?
A couple of guys got hit. But they're going to pick up 5 yards over
That's a free pass, right?
Yep.
Give them the forearm shiver.
Well, Southwest was teeing off on the first count. So they went to the second count, threw them off sides, and hopefully slows them down a little bit.
And take more time off the clock.
Yep.
Emiliano Silva up the middle and stopped by Jauregui and Valenzuela, but not till he gets a first down at the 41.
He got across the 40-yard line of Calexico. So as John would say, move those chains.
Move those chains. 3.5 minutes remaining.
3:28 to go in the 4th.
Don't celebrate too early, Calexico.
No.
You're at 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
And Southwest seems to have some experience on their side.
Eat up the clock, get those first downs, keep the chains moving.
1st and 10. Sanchez takes a couple of guys with him, and it picks up 5 yards.
Now, Vic, am I wrong? Is it the Southwest trying to cut the Calexico offensive line so as to create a pile down the middle?
Well, it looks like it. They're also reaching for the ball, trying to pull it loose.
Well, that's a good job on their part. You want them to do that.
I'm impressed with Southwest's deep, both sides of the ball there. They've been very efficient, It doesn't show on the scoreboard, but every play is effective, and it's exciting to watch.
So
they're going to have a good season.
2nd and 5, the ball at the 46. Fernandez in there. And he'll take it to the left, and penalty flags in that vicinity.
On the tackle or?
After the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is the sole property of VSN, the Valley Sports Network. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the owners is strictly prohibited.
It's a holding call against Calexico, so they're going to move it back. And there's a little over 2 minutes remaining in this football game. Calexico with a 2nd and 16. The ball at the 36. Silva back in there. They're handing it off to number 28. And 28
is Erwin Gutierrez. No, that's 28 is Fernando Valderrama.
Looks like somebody was shaken up there. There's a Southwest Eagle.
Yeah, that stuff like that. You could get injured when you lead with your head, John.
Yes.
And that kid came in with his head, hit him down low, and probably took a knee to it.
It looks like Valenzuela.
That'd be a big hit.
We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN. Back here live as Valenzuela gets up on his own accord and goes to the sideline, taking a break for one play. And Calexico has a minute 52 remaining. They've got the football on the 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 at their own 42. Getting final instructions there from coach. Dominic Flores, Emiliano Silva. Takes the dive, and Hansel Torres to the left side. Finds a lot of room. Down the far sideline, he goes to 30. And stopped by number 10 for the Eagles. That is Roberto Pedraza. Touchdown saving tackle. But not till Torres takes it to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Calexico.
Is it too early for Calexico to go into victory formation, John?
I would still try to ground and pound and maybe score again.
Well, Southwest used 2 of their 3 timeouts already.
But it's up to coach. Knowing him, he'll run a play or two.
Well, Calexico's done a good job of their misdirection. They've gotten first downs out of the 4 times they ran their misdirection plays.
So they had a better second half than a first half.
Well, under a minute remaining, the clock running.
And they're going to call a timeout. And we'll be back with more in a minute with 53 seconds in this game.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation. Winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
Hello, Imperial County. This is Sheriff Fred Miramontes. And on behalf of the Imperial County Sheriff's staff, we want to thank all our students who are returning back to school this fall. Secondly, those teams are preparing for a competitive year, so the best of luck to our football teams, and may the best team win.
I'm Under Sheriff Bobby Benavides. As a reminder, don't drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs, because your safety and your community's safety is paramount to us and our mission. Stay safe, stay sober, and have a good year.
We're back here live with 53 seconds remaining in the game.
There's your victory formation, John.
And that's it. And Dominic Flores will take a knee and run out the clock. And a victory for Calexico. Now they're 1-1 and so is Southwest.
That's right, both 1-1, and the preseason is for learning experiences. Both teams played extremely well. It's very difficult to hold another team scoreless. Out of the first 8 quarters of football that the Southwest Eagles have played this season in 2026, they've held their opponent scoreless for 7 quarters. So you're doing something right there. If you can keep that formula the remainder of the season, you're going to have a successful outcome after 10 games.
You know, it's like Coach Solano says, forget the wins and losses. The kids need to improve. They need to make forward progress. And as long as they're making forward progress, that's a win for the team, right? They need to improve their technique, because the truth is, scheme doesn't matter if you have no technique. So it's all about the technique, right? And I know that that's what Coach Solano works on, and I know that that's what the Southwest coach works on, because that's what football's all about.
Well, it was an outstanding game played by 2 class teams, the Southwest Eagles, the visitors, and the hosting Calexico Bulldogs. Southwest coached by Bo Seibel in his 2nd year, and in his 7th year, Calexico's head coach is Fernando Solano.
And an outstanding game on both teams. Next week, we've got some interesting matchups. The week of, it's September 4th. Brawley will play at Santana, Somerton at Calexico, Mar Vista at Calapat, Mount Carmel at Central, Yuma Catholic at Hoteville, Imperial at Westview, Palo Verde at Yuma, but that's on September 3rd. Southwest will have a week off, and Vincent Memorial will play at Hoover on the 3rd of September.
Right off El Cajon Boulevard.
And that's Ted Williams High School, wasn't it?
Right, at 33rd Street.
So, a great defensive struggle. We saw some exciting plays. We saw some mistakes that both teams had made. But Calexico comes out on top with a 6-0 victory in their second home game.
We saw some excellent play by several players on both sides of the ball for both teams, and it was a collective effort. They have nothing to be ashamed about. It was an outstanding high school game and a beautiful performance by both teams.
It was a great game, Vic. They opened up the run on both sides of the ball. You know, for a while there, I thought Southwest was going to start throwing a little bit more, but they went back to the run, and that's just where we finished.
Well, if you're a fan of Smash Mouth football, you got your taste and fill tonight.
And we'll see who we got next week, but I'd like to thank our halftime guest, Mr. Lucio Padilla Jr., principal of Calexico High School. I'd like to thank our cameraman upstairs, Mario Camacho, and our cameraman on the floor, Lalo Alejos. Of course, our technician in the booth, his father, Jose Alejos. From the coach's corner, Ruben Castro. And then, of course, the effervescent and always congenial Victor Carrillo. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our broadcast from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night. This is VSN. This is John Moreno saying good night, and we'll see you next week. And I'm not sure which game we're going to have, but we'll make sure we announce it. So thank you. Final score tonight, Calexico 6, Southwest 0.